Okay, everybody. In 1 minute. Great. Let's welcome Ironheads GC to LIV Golf Las Vegas. We are joined by Scott Vincent, Danny Lee, Captain Kevin Na, and Jin Kozuma. Welcome, guys. So start with our two Las Vegas residents, Danny and Kevin. This is a home game for you guys. Tell us what it means to have an event in Vegas for you guys this week.
Who do you want us to go first?
Let's start with you, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be in Vegas. You know, it's special when you play at home. You have all your friends and family come out and watch and support you. We play this golf course quite a bit, Danny and I, when some of the local, pros in town. We play together. We've had some good matches out here. We enjoy playing here. I think it's a great golf club with a lot of history. And we're excited that LIV is here and giving back to the local communities. And I'm looking forward to a good week.
And Danny?
Kevin said it all, but hopefully I do better than last week.
Are you happy to have a home game this week? Are you driving back and forth from your house? Or
Yes.
Yeah?
I get to drive my nice car and I get to sleep on my bed.
All those cops out there, please, if you catch Danny speeding, let him off with a warning.
And do you guys have any recommendations for the people visiting here on the best Las Vegas spots to try while they're in town?
Yes. Danny, tell him, you tell him.
Strip club?
Gee. Well, we are in Las Vegas.
That's right. All right, what about best restaurants in Vegas?
Danny and I, we go to Carbone a lot in Aria. I'd say sushi, I like Morimoto at MGM.
Best Korean barbecue is Doma.
Yeah.
Okay.
That actually my friends and I, we own it together. And we went out to dinner there a couple days ago as a team. And I think the cliques are going tomorrow. I'll make sure they spice it up for them. They got some competition.
And Scott, you had a very exciting week last week. You welcomed a new baby into your family. Tell us a little bit about what last week was like for you.
Incredible. I mean, such an honor to welcome a new person into this world, and my wife did an amazing job, and she's the rock right there. So yeah, we called him Judah, and we're excited to have the privilege to raise him, and yeah, he's doing great. Everything went really well, and mom's doing great, and so yeah, just a really happy family right now.
And you arrived to Mayakoba and then left pretty much immediately to get back to Denver for the birth, right?
Yes. Got in on Monday and then got about 6 holes of practice in on Tuesday and got the call, and so off to the airport and back home for a couple of nights and then back to Mexico. So yeah, a little bit of a roller coaster, but it was all good practice for me. Just dealing with things that are uncomfortable and all over the place to try and just get better at that. So it was good.
And what's it like having your brother out here playing with you?
It's amazing. He's such a great player. I love having someone that pushes me as well, and a little more motivation each and every week to just be my best, which will hopefully help him be his best. So it's great.
Is it true that he gave you some grief for him winning his first event as a team? Let me apologize first. I'm sorry.
He hasn't said anything, but as a team, I think we have a few things that are a little bit of unfinished business that I think we want to get to. So this is a perfect week.
Yeah. I love it. And Jen, we're going to have a translator come in for Jen. Welcome to LIV Golf, Jen. Can you tell us a little bit about what your first 2 weeks out here on the tour have been like?
先週初の、リブツアーだったんですけど、チームの雰囲気すごく、みんなが温かく迎えてくれたので、僕としてはすごく一番やりやすいチームに入ったのかなっていう印象を持ちました。
We're going to have Moto translate for us.
Last week was the first week on LIV, and it was very nervous, but I guess the team supported him because he felt really welcomed by the team, especially Kevin Na. So it was he got in comfortably, and hopefully he can play really well these 2 weeks.
And Jin, what has your experience been like being an Ironhead? You just mentioned that the team was really supportive. Just tell us a little bit about what it's been like being on this team.
アイアンヘッズの一員として、まあ、もう少し、どのような、まあ、待遇なりなんかどういうような、ことをしていただいているでしょうか。
まあでも本当にすごいプレーも、チームの一員としてやりやすい雰囲気で、チームに溶け込めてるかなと思うので、このまま、上位目指して、チームでみんなで上に行けたらいいかなって思います。
Was able to blend into the team like really easily. Just hopefully we can play really well and get to the top and maybe win at the
Hopefully win. Yeah.
What do you mean, hopefully?
Last one for me, and we'll start with Jen since Moto's already helping. Any experience playing this golf course, and does it suit your game at all?
こちらのゴルフコースは初めてでしょうか。でもしまあ多分昨日練習ラウンド回ったと思うんですが、まあ感想を教えてください。
そんなにこう距離も長くなくて、まあちょっと狭いですけど、距離も長くないので、まあ僕のプレースタイルには合ってるんじゃないかなって思いました。
First time on the golf course. Played 9 holes yesterday, so got to see the course. It's very tight, but not too long, so I think it'll fit my game.
Excellent. And Kevin, I know you've won twice in Las Vegas, so is this your week?
I think so. Somebody asked me, is it nice to be home? I said, yeah, it's great. You get to sleep in your own bed. You have a lot of the advantages. The disadvantage is I got 3 kids at home. Just every time I get home, Daddy, can you play with me? Daddy, can you play with me? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to a great week. My record's been really good at home. Something about being comfortable. And I've played this golf course quite a bit. I think it fits my style of game. I tell you what, I felt decent last week. An average week, but I felt like my game was better than how I finished. So I'm looking forward to a good week.
Great. I'll make you my fantasy pick.
You can put on a bet.
Yeah.
You can't do that. I know.
I'm gonna pick you my fantasy pick for captain this week. So
okay, just check it.
Do that.
Just checking.
Any experience playing this golf course?
Yeah, I mean, I play here, quite a bit. Danny and I, we play money games. I think I'm ahead on that game.
And Danny, tell us about this golf course. Do you like it? Suits your game, and you're happy to be here?
It suits our team very well. I think it's kind of like I would say it's very similar course to like Japan. It's very tree line, narrow fairways, no out of bounces or hazard like last week.
There is quite a bit out of bounds. I don't know if you noticed. What do you mean?
It's last week.
Okay, last week. Yeah, it was.
But yeah, I think we got a good chance, and I really like this course. Like Jeannie and Kevin said, it's not very long. You gotta just hit your fairways and hit your wedges close, and hopefully that putter works. And
From your mouth to God's ears, Ironheads are the ones to beat this week.
yes.
Vino's gonna do all the praying for us.
Yeah. And Scott, do you have any experience here? And
Yeah, I got to play 9 holes yesterday, but I also came out about a month ago and just had a look at the course and everything. So always fun to see how it changes just over a month to what it is right now. It's looking awesome. Fairways and greens and everything just so good. But yeah, it's exactly what they've said. I like our team's lineup here. These are some of the best wedge players next to me, so I like their chances.
all right, great. Thank you guys so much.
All right, thank you. Oh,
So Kevin and Danny, I wanted to ask you just about kind of go through your history of deciding to live in Las Vegas, why you decided to move here and kind of put a home here, Kevin.
my brother was, after he graduated from UCLA, he wasn't sure what he was going to do, but once he realized what he wanted to do, he wanted to go to grad school in UNLV. And I said, hey, well, why don't I move out there with you, and we'll get a place together, and we'll see how it goes. And I really liked it, and I ended up staying.
How old were you?
I was probably in my mid-20s. He was probably in his late 20s, yeah.
And Danny,
I've only been living here for just over 2 years. I was in Dallas for quite a long time, probably 12, 13 years, but I got sick of Dallas, and I wanted a new start, so came to Vegas, and I'm loving it. Strip clubs.
New sponsor for the Ironheads.
Right now. Right here.
Don't look at Kelly right now.
I'm gonna get to tension.
And Scott, I wanted to ask you about your brother. So the first round last week, he led the field in driving distance, and that's kind of one of his things, obviously. I'm just curious how he got all the distance, and how you guys talk. Do you guys talk about it? What?
No, sure.
I think Scott's sexier, though. I'll tell you what.
Ooh.
Thanks, Captain.
In terms of your game, his game, and obviously there's a few differences there.
Yeah, like a little bit of his history. You know, he had a really bad injury in college where he had to redshirt a year. It was that bad, and kind of since then he's worked extremely hard on his body and his strength, and that's what allowed him to keep playing and why he's got to this point where he hits it so far. So you can't discredit what he's done. He's worked really hard, and so he deserves all the distance and acknowledgement that he gets for it. It's impressive to see how far he's come in the journey he's taken to get there. So a lot of credit to him for that.
Do you see people that are surprised by his length off the tee?
I don't think everyone realizes how far he actually does hit it. But the few people that have played with him last week and then saw me have been like, does he really hit it that way? It's like, yeah, no, he does. But quite often he's just kind of dialing back and keeping it in play. But when he does let one go, it's amazing. It'll be, I think more and more people will get surprised as time goes on.
And my last question, so you're the only team that represents 4 different continents. Just
Interesting.
Just was wondering if that makes you truly the LIV Golf's global team.
Yeah, I'd say so. Well, I think we are Team Asia. Obviously, Japan, Korean descent. We're both born in Korea. And Vino being the Asian Tour International Series money title winner, I think that puts us as Team Asia. But I know what you're saying with Vino being, Zimbabwe, Danny with a New Zealand passport. I know what you're saying, but I'll tell you what, I think we're Team Asia.
How do you lean into that? Like, what kind of things do you do? Maybe just as a team itself, or
a lot of rice and more rice.
Kelly, just a quick one, Haywood. The rule changes where all 4 of you count now, and the final round. Can you just talk about that and how that might actually level the playing field somewhat?
I don't think it levels the playing field, honestly. I don't like it. I think, sorry, Jane. I think making it 3 out of 4 was really exciting, because when you make it all 4 scores count, it's going to favor the stacked teams. Our team's great. We can flat out all play. That's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, when you got a stacked team, I think they have an advantage. Yes, can we play in the certain right weeks on a certain golf courses and win? Yes, we can. I just think it's more exciting when it's 3 out of 4, because there's nothing wrong with one guy's, sitting on the bench where his score doesn't count, and 3 guys playing well and they're rooting for him. I had no problem with that.
So when you say stat team, can you define that for me?
The team that they spent the most money on. Sorry, Jane.
Okay, so then one other question. So then, did you voice your opinion when you heard about this?
Nobody cares what I think. Come on.
Fair enough, Kevin.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you, because I didn't get what you thought.
No. So the answer is no.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you.
Kind of referred to it a little, but this is another home game for you, and Shriners being such an important part of your career and wins there. What's it been like not being able to play Shriners when that week has rolled around?
I miss it, and I think my friends and local fans miss me. I really loved playing that event. I love TPC Summerlin. I enjoyed practicing there and playing there. I felt like that was, one of the home courses that I use out here. Is it disappointing? Yeah, but I think eventually over time that things will be sorted out and I'll be able to go play back and be able to play in front of a home crowd at Shriners. But for meanwhile, I'm really excited to play here on my new league at LIV Golf. I think this is a very exciting and unique format that the fans will learn and get to love more. So if this is the trade-off I get over that, I'm happy.
Can you, we've never really talked about your decision because you were one of the first to go.
Mm-hmm.
You were in the first group that played. What were the weighing factors in making you make the jump?
There was a few. The biggest thing was the schedule because of having 3 kids at home. I was able to be home more with the kids. I don't want to miss out much. I know Vino's experiencing that with 2 kids himself. And it was, number one was family. Financially, it was very appealing. And look, I didn't play college golf, and I've played an individual game for, 22 years of my professional career. It is still an individual, but to have a team aspect, and I wanted to be experienced and try something different and something unique. And I think I'm really enjoying it and being able to call these guys my brothers and go out to dinner, play practice rounds, hang out, and have the same passion and have the same goals together and work hard together. And I think it's been a very exciting journey. I know we haven't played our best, but look, it's a part of the process, and the progress is fun. And I'm really enjoying it.
And then whoever wants to take this, can you talk about what the fans are going to see when they're out here? They've never experienced LIV Golf. How are they dealing with the team aspect? How are they dealing with the shotgun start and having to kind of sprint around the course to catch everyone?
All right. I think it's this fits the modern world where things are more fast paced, moving. You're going to see a lot of golf shots at once. You're going to see a lot of excitement, a lot of entertainment at once. With the music going on, you're never going to be bored out there. You don't have to be hush quiet. It drowns a lot of the small noises, and I think it's more exciting. I think the fans are going to notice that, and once they find a team that they like and they want to root for, they don't only just root for one player, they root for 4. And to be a part of a team that you support, to have their gear on, to have their hats, shirts, sponsors, and know the team in depth by the player's bio, whether it's sponsors and whatever the team chemistry is, I think there's more to cheer for and more to follow. So I think once they get a taste, I think they're going to love it.
How do they do that, though, if they're a fan of your team and you're on the 3rd hole and Danny's on the 7th hole?
Well, same with individual golf. If you like 3 players, they all could be on a different team. That's why we have the great app that you can follow. You can watch your shot. You can watch the highlights, and there's more ways to do it. And look, nobody wants to be out here for 10 hours. We get done in 4.5. There's a warm-up. You see everybody warm up at the same time. So you can go to the range. You can watch all 4 ironheads warm up at the same time. Look, you can't have it in all perfect in all worlds, but there's a lot of aspect that's positive that you got to look at where the guys warm up at the same time. You can show up in a practice round. You can watch all of us maybe play a practice round together. There's a lot of positives to it. Yeah.
Okay, last and most important question. Are you guys going to the Super Bowl, and who is your pick to win? We'll start with you, Scott.
I'm rooting for the 49ers.
Okay.
And I'll be watching with my family at home.
Okay, Danny.
I'm not going there, and I don't even know who's on the finals.
Can always count on Danny.
Original.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Kansas Chiefs. I think they have. I think they're the favorites. I think they're looking good. I'll be watching at home, and we'll see what happens. I'm excited more about the halftime show, though.
Oh yeah. And Jen?
I think the Lakers are gonna win.
日本にいたらあんまりフットボールの、見る機会がないので、せっかく来たからには、見たいなって思ってます。
In Japan, there's not a lot of football going, so not a lot of information. But I'm here. Why not?
Cool. Did you pick a team?
49ers.
I don't know.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Good luck this week. My cap fantasy. Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Great job. Great job.
Not bad, is it?